What's up guys, and welcome back to another Pokémon Sun and Moon video, and today we are talking about a trailer, and this was a trailer released today in sort of English and such. It was released sort of months ago, or a month or so ago I suppose, in Japanese, and it's a legendary trailer, so it shows Solgaleo and Lunala as those of cool sort of cinematic shots of them running around and flying around and such, and it's a pretty cool trailer, and it goes through and it's just sort of going over the main aspects of Pokemon Sun and Moon, the plot lines. So it talks about Team Skull, Aether Foundation, Ultra Beasts and stuff like that, and just showcases loads of stuff. It cuts pretty well. We have gone over this trailer previously looking at the actual content of it, but now that it's come out in English and such, we actually can look at the text. So previously we could look at the text, and sure, if someone spoke Japanese they could translate it for us, but we just didn't delve too deep into it. And now we have something interesting coming up that it's been brought to my attention basically about this trailer, and that is this quick section here, because obviously the trailer zooms a lot in on text and such, and here in the English trailer you can see we have a zoomed section here, and obviously they're talking about Ultra Beasts. We have they're called Ultra Beasts, and something to be they are feared. Who knows? Maybe they say they are feared, or they are maybe feared. Something basically talking about fearing Ultra Beasts, about how they're dangerous and such. We can't see who's saying this, but we can see the text. Now the text itself is not what we're interested in. Yes, okay, it's cool that it's Ultra Beast, that helps us link with our topic later on, but we want to know who's saying this, and we can actually know who says this because, as I mentioned, the trailer was released in many different languages, as most trailers usually are, but we had it released in German, French, Spanish, and every sort of European language you think of, and in one of the trailers, i.e. the German trailer, the name was not quite zoomed out, and you can actually see some of the name. I'm not going to show you to you yet, but of course this was actually in the Japanese one as well, but again, no one really, I didn't know, I can't translate Japanese, so I didn't do it, but yes, so here is the German version of this. You can see we have the name, and it's similar sort of thing, obviously talking about Ultra Beast, because they're just about to say Ultra at the bottom. Now, throughout the trailers, they seem to possibly be talking about different things each time, maybe different shots of the conversation, but this is the only trailer in which you can see most of the name. Now, this name, as you can see, ends in Burnett. Obviously, doesn't start. It's not Burnett because there's no capital U, so it's something Burnett. And there's actually a character we know of that has their name ending in Burnett. You guys might not know about it. I didn't know about it until it was brought to my attention. I looked into this, but we have Professor Burnet, and Professor Burnet, if I bring up first the name, sort of, this is from Wikipedia, obviously you can see all the different names, different languages. You can see that obviously in English it's Professor Burnet, and in German you can see here we have Professor Burnet with two T's, exactly how we have it here. We can assume if we did see the name in English it would have one T, and it has different names there. Pimpronel, very nice in French and such, Magnolia in Italian and such, pretty cool. But Professor Burnet is from the Pokemon Dream Radar. Now, you guys might remember the Dream Radar if you played Generation 5. It was basically an app, basically, I guess you could say, for your DS, I suppose it was. And you could basically use the camera to look around, and the Dream Radar would open up different, sort of like an augmented reality thing. You get like clouds appearing, and you could shoot at the clouds, and then you can get some items from that, also super Pokemon, and it was one way for you to obtain the Therian forms of Landorus, Thundurus and Tornadus. But what's Professor Burnet all about? Well, Professor Burnet studies, obviously it's the Pokemon Dream Radar, she studies dreams. Particularly, Professor Burnet is a researcher who studies the interdream zone, which is defined as the space between dreams and reality. The interdream zone in the game is actually, or in the app, is actually what happens when you open the camera. You can see the interdream zone because it's between dreams and reality, hence where you can then see some stuff there. She's actually friends with Fennel, who is the character in Black, White, possibly Black 2 and White 2 as well, who gives you the Dream Radar, the Dream Axe, I can't remember the name, C-Ring, that's the one, isn't it? And gives you access to stuff like that, as well as also the PGL, which was accessed through Dream, if I remember correctly. But the interdream zone, as I said, is described the space between dreams and reality by Professor Burnett. And yeah, as I mentioned, it's just using, when you have the camera up, apparently that's the interdream zone. But why would Professor Burnett be appearing in these games? Well, first let's define, could it be Professor Burnet or could it be someone else? Of course it could be someone else, but usually in Pokemon they don't tend to reuse names like this. So it seems like it's a big possibility, I would say, that Professor Burnet might turn up in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Knowing a bit more about Ultra Beast, she might even be working for the Foundation, who knows. But why would she be researching Ultra Beasts when she was last seen studying the Interdream Zone? Well, maybe Ultra Beasts are themselves from the Interdream Zone or are related to dreaming of some sort. Now, I guess you could back this up by if we look at the portal that we saw UB01 originally come out of, and also we have similar portals we've seen that UB02's come out of, you can see it looks like an interdimensional portal, of course, but it could easily also be a portal between the Interdream Zone and reality. Now, I'm not, okay, could call it the Interdream Zone. Obviously, they would have to retcon it a bit because the Interdream Zone in the app was defined as the what you could see through your camera, which is a bit weird. But they could certainly deepen the sort of the knowledge behind it and either change, say she was working on the Interdream Zone, but then she actually looked at the dreams themselves or something along those lines. And this is where the Ultra Beasts came from. Now, how would this work? Because obviously they're linked to Lily, so maybe Lily and the other characters that are possibly linked to these Ultra Beasts created the Ultra Beasts in their dreams, and they came sort of seeped into reality in this way, or maybe the Ultra Beasts, through their seeping into reality, are creating Lily and such like that to act as hosts, I guess you could say. I don't know. There are a few different things, but the most important thing here is it seems like Professor Burnet might make an appearance in Pokemon Sun and Moon, which certainly brings up some questions about what the hell Ultra Beasts are and what their relation will be to Professor Burnet. Why does she know so much about them? Yeah, she's a dream researcher, so maybe they are related to dreams. Who knows though? What I want to know is what you do. What I want to know is what you know. What I want to know is what you think. That's what I mean. That's what I want to know what you think. So be sure to let me know down below in the comment section. Do you think Professor Burnet is going to turn up? Would you like to see it? Links between the games and different sort of Pokemon and stuff like that, or would you hope it's a different character entirely, just to sort of separate it out? And do you think Pokemon or Ultra Beasts in general might have some relation to dreams or the Interdream Zone? Let me know down below because I'm interested about this topic, and hit the like button if you enjoyed this short little video. But for now, this is going to be it for today. I'll be seeing you next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, my friends.